For years, residents of Jackson Park neighborhood have lived with broken curbs, cracked uneven streets, and plenty of potholes. But Long Beach is changing all of that for them and everyone else in the city. The transformation of Long Beach began in 2016 with voters approving Measure A citywide initiative to fund infrastructure improvements and public safety. Less than a year later, Mayor Robert Garcia flipped the on switch for Measure A, which began with a complete revamp of East Jackson Street and Walnut Avenue.
The largest investment in public infrastructure in a generation in the city of Long Beach. Measure A funding, we know, will add also more police officers on our street, as it already is doing, and more firefighters.
While we just laid down some pavement, you see I took off my jacket, rolled up my sleeves, get ready to work, and that's what we're ready to do. That's what we did in the city council, and that's what they're doing here, and this is gonna be happening everywhere.
Voters originally approved Measure A as a temporary sales tax increase, and voters in 2020 extended the sales tax indefinitely. One benefit of Measure A is that it powers a complete streets approach to street repairs.
Well, that means if we come down a street, we don't just fix a pothole or repave it. We're also looking to make sure that if the gutter's broken, we're fixing the gutter. If we need an ADA ramp installed, that the ADA ramp is installed. If the sidewalk is uplifted, that sidewalk gets fixed. Or if it's part of the bicycle master plan for the city, we're putting in bike lanes.
Measure A is improving hundreds of lane miles of streets and alleys throughout the entire city, plus improving parks, playgrounds, libraries, and other facilities. This neighborhood is a perfect place to start.
This Jackson Park neighborhood is a North Long Beach neighborhood that is a very charming neighborhood that had been really overlooked in terms of infrastructure for repair for a very long time. People said that they needed and wanted infrastructure repairs. Because of Measure A, we're being able to deliver for Long Beach and for these neighborhoods and these neighbors.
And it's just nice to see how quickly the city has reacted on some of our concerns around here. So it's real nice to see that the city of Long Beach takes care of us.
Measure A also established a 5-member Citizens Advisory Committee to review how revenues are used and to ensure the funds go directly to infrastructure, public safety, and also reopening costs for Community Hospital of Long Beach.
The challenges that municipalities are facing, they're real, and to be able to set aside monies for much needed infrastructure, I think is probably one of the best things that's happened in the city in a long time.
We voted it in, so we definitely was getting the monies to do it. And so by them coming out here and actually showing us what they're doing with our money, then that was extremely beautiful.
For a complete rundown of Measure A's positive impacts on our city, visit longbeach.gov.